Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Today's session is around creating a culture of continuous learning. My name is Kautul Mehta. I am Senior Director of Product Strategy here at Oracle, and happy to talk about what we are doing at Oracle to help you create this culture of learning and development in your organization. So, with that said, let's get started. The events in the past couple of years that have unfolded have caused HR leaders to become even more agile. Companies and teams have to move faster than some thought possible, right? We've seen processes being redesigned in order to build a resilient organization, and that has led to a heavy focus on how can we optimize processes to build critical skills and competencies for the workforce. But businesses with traditional learning experiences that provide a static and a one size fits all approach cannot adapt to the shifting priorities. Other businesses with learning solutions are struggling to connect the individual's development to the changing roles and responsibilities within the organization, which results in irrelevant development opportunities, and that can actually sometimes hinder growth as well. Right? As Deloitte puts it, a learning transformation is needed. A successful learning transformation that connects continuous upskilling with actual work relies on a connected experience, an engaged community, and rich analytics to track compliance and development initiatives. So, with this in mind, it's important to ask yourself, can your organization easily reskill and upskill and adapt to the changing nature of work? Since the nature of careers, such as the skills that are needed for your role, the tenure that people are staying in a particular role for, it's changing faster than ever. It is critical to look at each area of your learning and development strategy and find ways to embed upskilling in the flow of work. One of our customers, a leading UK, grocery chain in UK, was challenged with this, exact issue, right? They were not able to provide that engaging experience that could easily adapt to the shifting needs because they had extremely limited visibility of their key learning metrics. Learning was largely delivered offline in a resource-intensive manner, and they had 12 separate LMS solutions in use across the organization. So they chose Oracle Learning to consolidate all of their platforms and gain a unified learning solution. As a result, they were able to deploy Oracle Learning in 6 weeks during the pandemic. Thousands of employees were able to go through and complete all the courses, and the uptake of self driven learning increased from 30% to 70%. So let's talk about how Oracle and Oracle HCM Suite and Oracle Learning specifically can help you, right? Oracle Learning is not just a standard learning management solution. It's an experience platform. That's one of our key philosophies of our product strategy to provide an experience platform to our customers. And we'll talk more about what does that mean, right? Another key philosophy driving our product strategy in learning and across the whole HCM talent suite is the whole ability for you to drive skills driven talent management. And of course, the third key pillar is providing a best in class learning management solution, which is going to help you automate your learning and compliance. So let's talk about the first piece here, right? The key thing that we want you to be able to do with our platform is to engage your users, providing a single home for all of your learning needs, for all of their learning needs, right? Providing a personalized homepage which is relevant to them for their role, for their projects, for their tasks, and providing learning in the flow of work, right? We do not want learning to be sitting in a silo. We want to provide learning in the flow of their regular work. Again, what does that mean? Right? The experience platform that is Oracle Learning provides your users with a single home for all of their learning needs. Your internal learning catalog is, of course, in Oracle Learning, but also you can bring in learning from external content vendors like LinkedIn Learning, Skillsoft, Open Sesame, Biz Library, Intuition, and all of, and this learning ecosystem is expanding. We're adding more and more sources of providers with every release. You can provide virtual training using one of these providers like Zoom and Microsoft Teams and others as well. The experience for your users is now their single place to go and search and discover learning no matter where it comes from, right? So uh, makes it very easy for them to engage with the system. Providing a personalized homepage, that's another key philosophy, right? Not only can you obviously launch all the required training and continue courses that you're already enrolled in, the system provides you with personalized recommendations based on your current role, based on your learning history, based on the development goals that you have, based on the organization that you belong to. And the idea is that all of these recommendations, again, are leveraging your entire learning ecosystem. If you're looking for a leadership skill to develop, and that's a gap that you have in your current role, we're going to recommend the most relevant course to you, whether it is from your internal catalog or whether it's from LinkedIn Learning, right? We're going to present the user with the most relevant item to upskill themselves. Learning in the flow of work. This is again, we this has been our philosophy since day one. We don't want to keep learning in a silo where employees go do their training and then go back to where they do their work. Right? We want to take learning to them, bring that, bring the learning in the flow of work. Right? So whether it's just in the context of some HCM business process, like them driving their career development or their goals, or part of some journey they are on, and the learning is embedded. But then we want to take the learning, which is inside Oracle, and take it outside in other business applications like Slack and Microsoft Teams, right, where they're collaborating with their project teams or with their team members. And the idea is, they can discover relevant learning to them in the context of those applications. Contextual and guided journeys. This is another way for you to, inside Oracle HCM, provide your employees with an experience which is okay, if they are engaging in some business transaction like promoting somebody or filing for an absence, what is the best, or doing a compensation review, what is the best uh, practice in your organization, and providing them a contextual journey which will guide them through that business process. Like I said, skills driven learning and development, this is one of the key investment areas across the whole suite. Uh, and we've been investing in this, holistically, not just in learning, but in talent, in recruiting, so that when you're doing skills based hiring, skills based internal mobility, skills based talent development, everything is connected together. And there are a lot of pieces which come into play. And skills center for employees and managers. Skills center is essentially backed by our dynamic skills module, right? It's a platform with an inventory of hundreds of thousands of skills, tens of thousands of jobs with an ontology which ties together these jobs and the skills which are needed. So you don't need to invest in creating a full-fledged skills library, profiling your job roles. The system knows that out of the box and starts recommending skills to your employees, which they can tag themselves and say, hey, these are the skills I have, these are my proficiencies, these are the skills I'm interested in developing. And then providing your managers with the same view across the team to say they can see, okay, which skills does my org have? Which skills do I need to develop in my organization? And then assigning those skills to your team members so you can track the progress of how your org is evolving in terms of teams you need for your objectives, right? And what the system then does is takes all the data and then starts driving recommendations. And again, learning just doesn't happen in a silo by watching a video or attending a couple of hours of training in some classroom. It happens in a more holistic manner. So these recommendations are not just giving you course recommendations, they do, but then also gig recommendations, short-term projects that you can work on to develop that skill and apply those skills. Other careers which you might be interested in, or career ambassadors, people or mentors who have volunteered to help other employees develop these skills, and you can connect with them and work with them on how you can develop that skill. And the skills advisor for learning catalog is a way for you to take your entire catalog, you know, tens of thousands of learning items, and in one go, tag your entire catalog with the relevant skills so that as our systems matching your employee or the jobs or opportunities with the training needed, it leverages this information. So it makes it super powerful. Tracking and driving compliance across teams. This is, kind of the bread and butter of usual learning management systems. And we have all the things that you need to automate your learning initiatives, right? You don't need to focus your learning team's work on technical tasks, supporting advanced compliance initiatives and certifications whether it's regulatory requirements on doing something so that the person can perform the job, or it's just certifications which happen for their professional needs. And then the usual reports and dashboards that are needed for your learning team to track, how your organizations are in compliance with all the needs that they have, right? So again, automating learning initiative allows you to set up learning campaigns using complex business rules, right? So you can define business rules such as people in this job role, in this location, in this organization need to do this specific training. They need to do it when they join, or they need to do it 3 months after they are hired, or when somebody is promoted. Allows your learning teams to set up these rules and automate them so that they're not spending their time on manually performing these tactical tasks. Our compliance capabilities allow you to make sure that all your employees are in compliance with the state laws, with the regulations, and your company's compliance needs, allowing you to reduce violations. There's a whole capability around advanced expiration and renewal rules. So you can say, hey, this training needs to be done by all my employees in North America every year. They will get 30 days to renew it. And again, you put that on autopilot. It's a learning team. You are not manually going and reassigning every year. People are getting auto assigned. They know what they need to do. And our best in class reporting and dashboards allows your learning team to leverage those rich analytics and reports and dashboards to track the development, of your organization, their completion around learning and compliance initiative, uh, and bring it all in one place. And it's all dimensional reporting, so you can slice and dice based on different dimensions, right? So whether it's by business unit, by organization, by location, very powerful again, right? So to kind of try to wrap it up here, a successful learning transformation that connects continuous upskilling with actual work relies on connecting your business data with a unified cloud solution. Because Oracle Learning is unified, it's part of the overall Oracle Cloud SCM, you have access to the broadest and deepest set of capabilities designed to help your HR team assess, develop, and optimize your global learning processes with a single common data source. And a native cloud implementation connects everything from your core HR to your career development to your skills to your recruiting, right? Everything comes together in a single system. And you, as a team, are now able to make better decisions, personalize your employee experiences, and leverage the highly configurable workflows that offer scalability and growth to your organization. Okay. So with that, I would like to conclude my session. I hope you enjoyed the content. If there are any questions, obviously feel free to reach out to any one of us here at Oracle. Thank you very much for attending, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your conference.